Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for My Hero Academia Season 7, Episode 17. So, my dog's in my room, so if you hear some noises, it's her. She just settled down, but she was just making a racket. I actually had to wait a couple minutes before starting the recording, so... But hopefully she's settled down and just sleeps now. But yeah, last episode, holy crap, Labrava showed up to counter the hacker. I was wondering how we were going to counter him. I was like, we don't really know of too many, hackers, really, I don't feel like, in MHA. But then, boom, Labrava, totally forgot about her. I think I just, wrote them off as characters that probably aren't going to show up again. We also had Gentle Criminal show up, which is awesome. And also Lady Nagant, and they all kind of, at least Gentle Criminal and Nagant made their presence aware to Midoriya, kind of indirectly. Obviously, it was pretty obvious that Nagant was there, but I like the little, air trampoline, and then he realized, oh, it's him. So all these people that he, he's kind of witnessing the people that he was able to change through his words and help to do good. So that was really cool. But unfortunately, we have a situation where Shigaraki has his quirks back, or All for One, or whoever's in control. I think Shigaraki's back in control for now. I don't know what's going on. But it seems like he has his quirks back now because Monoma got... Monoma got, smushed by a bunch of Twices, right? Is that what happened to him? And he lost sight, or not lost sight, but had to, blink because he wasn't being, funneled water anymore, and getting, hit causes you to, reflexively blink and stuff like that. So, I believe that's what happened. Something caused him to blink, and now we have to deal with, all those quirks, so... But Midoriya is a bit motivated again, seems to have snapped out of his, little funk. He was kind of spiraling a little bit there, and I think those guys snapped him out. So, are we going to jump into a different fight now and see, what's going on there, or are we going to continue with that? I have no idea, or are we going to jump in between all of them? Let's start! I want to watch it! Alright, we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Central Hospital, okay. After Kurogiri's appearance. Oh, this is Nagant leaving the hospital to help, okay. Damn, her face. Does he know? Oh, please fight with us. Yep. Not gonna lie, the scrubs are kind of cool. Oh. Okay. Wow. Alright. Let's go, Rocklock. Man. From her scope, we couldn't see shit. Just light. Oh, her body's giving out. Oh, her arm, I guess you can do that, but... the way that it was, back like that, I don't know, it felt weird. Even though I guess you can't naturally do that. Oh. Don't worry, your first shot did. Oh my god, she got the second one too! Both his hands are off. Shit. Get him before he regenerates. That was some brutal visual for this show. having just the hands off like that. You can, like, see bone and tendon underneath. Let's go! That was cool, though, seeing kinda Nagant's build up to that. Because we kinda had to build up a little bit of, like, what's going on with Labrava and Gentle and stuff, like, in their headspace, but we didn't get any of that for Nagant. She just kinda, like, shot, so that was cool. It's always funny to me that, like, I know they do it so the audience can recognize them and immediately feel familiarity. Oh! No, that wasn't there last time, was it? There was a shot at Gentle. That wasn't there before, was it? I'm gonna go to a previous episode after this and look. Because I specifically went and looked at the opening last episode, and I was curious if there was any sign of Gentle in there. And I did not notice that shot of him standing there with, like, the love power around him. He really is just a nutsack face. Oh! Jeez. So he's realizing all the manipulation that's been done. Damn. Shit. And his core is the kid version of him? Interesting. Huh. Oh. His hand's already regenerating. Did you guys see that in that shot? Damn. What? Oh. Sure, Kumo's, like, finally starting to break out a little bit? Maybe? Man, I thought if it didn't happen earlier, it never would, but is it happening now? Shit. Yeah, both his hands are back. They keep showing that. I wonder if that's gonna play into some kind of, like, big importance at the end. Like, showing the... Oh my god, that's creepy. Hopes. Just hopes. Alright. Man, it's like tearing... Oh, I don't think we've ever seen it tear. Come on, LaBrava. Let's go. Yep. Oh. No, he does. He saw your elastic. It's all good, but no, there is a camera. There is one person recording. I don't know if he'll be able to tell. Oh, is he gonna see it? Yeah. I. Yeah. Awesome. They want to give him the credit he needs. Let us film you. What emotion! Damn. What a place I tried to infiltrate. Oh, yes, LaBrava did it! Oh. I've already finished that part. Oh, what are you doing next? Is she gonna live stream it? Oh my god, she is! Of course she is. Oh. Hell yeah. We're gonna get like a spirit bomb of energy of all the people watching and praying for the heroes. Shit. Oh! Shirakumo! Let's go! Where'd he send him? Why using her? Maybe she's sending it to other people too. Damn, okay. Oh shit. God damn. It's been a crazy season. Gentle criminal, hawks, Gongavillicite. So many things. We just got a flood of twices everywhere to deal with. Oh. What's your plan now? Because your main body isn't working, and now your spare body, or your main body's gonna go into nothing. Let's go, Hawks. I'm the main character. No, I'm the main character. I'm sorry. That was cool, though. I like that. Ooh, that was cool. He used some of his feathers. Is it? Seems like things are starting to... No. What the fuck is happening? What? Oh, shit. Okay, that makes sense. Oh my god. Yep, there's the finger guy, too. Jesus, I didn't know what the fuck just happened. Shiketsu Academy. He's here. Of course, he says the wind is blowing in his favor as the wind guy shows up. Nice. Inasa, that's right, that's what his name was. Couldn't remember it. Her name was Cammy, I think? I didn't see it when it popped up, I didn't pay attention. Oh, the hair guy, too. Oh shit, look at these guys. Damn, freaking crazy shit with, like, the tornadoes going and the bullets everywhere. Jesus. Shit, man. Let's go. More kids, though. Oh, what is that? Oh! Oh, shit. What the fuck? Oh my god. Like radio waves, like a fireball. Stuff and things. Oh, we cut into this fight. Oh, is she using a sound blast to keep him safe? I love All For One's theme. Oh yeah, finger him! I can't imagine he's capable of meatballing. Like, turning All For One into a meatball, right? And if Baku... Well... It's because he lost concentration, right? That Bakugo broke out of it. Jeez, he's always getting his head bloody. Freaking Inasa. Everyone's face is so bloody. Mmm. Oh. Oh, yes! He's gonna lose his quirks? Will he lose his quirks, Aizawa? Oh, wait, no, I thought that was... Oh, I'm sorry, I thought that was Kurogiri. I thought he was about to send... Oh my god. Holy shit, Dark Shadow! Yeah. It's a little darker. Oh shit. So he's encapsulated by Dark Shadow. So he can fight without getting touched and losing his quirk. Oh, cool! She buried him so it could be even darker for him. He can charge up. Oh my god, we're combining! Cool. Oh, damn! That looks cool. There's a lot of these still shot drawings this episode, and they're pretty awesome. Oh no! Was that a shorter episode? Wait, do we have after credits? Okay, yeah, there's a good bit left in the episode. I imagine we're gonna have after credits then? It's so weird to, like, have the credits so early. Huh. Okay, well. I guess we'll see. My notes are pretty funny, though. I wrote down just talking points to remind myself to talk about in the discussion. I wrote down Shirakumo, Shigaraki take pieces back, and Shiketsu. Just a lot of S's. This is a pretty hype episode, man. It's kind of wild thinking, I think they're going to be doing, like, one more season, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but... a few minutes earlier. What? Oh. Okay. A couple minutes earlier. Okay. Oh, that was a... yeah, that was a twice clone of him. Why couldn't he activate the quirk? Is it because he was a clone? But weren't the clones able to use quirks before? Okay, I guess that's why then. Yeah. Okay. I mean, does it... I guess I don't know that Twice's relationship to her wasn't like a like kind of thing, you know? I feel like a 10-year-old saying that. Do you like him? I've wondered if we could turn her against everyone, maybe. Mmm. Interesting. So she's kind of wondering about it. Oh, she tried before. Hmm. So she can't use the powers to the extent that Jean could. Damn. Okay. That is it, guys, for episode 17. That was a hefty after credits. It's really weird to put so much. I mean, I'm used to stuff being after the credits, but I'm used to it being like a little 20-second thing. This was like a 3 minutes of after credits. But anyway, really good episode. So a lot of things happening, a lot of pieces being moved. I really like the very beginning, getting to see Lady Nagant like leaving the hospital. She really wasn't ready to be leaving the hospital yet. She hurt herself a lot doing what she did, but she stopped him from decaying that. Now, granted, I don't know how many systems are still working, right? Like, if he would have touched the ground, they still have that ejection system to be able to eject the ground, but I don't know if that's still working since the whole thing's been hacked and it's falling and everything, so it's very possible that whole structure could have collapsed and all the people could have died that are in it, right? Like, because it's everything that's connected to the things that he touches, too, so unless everyone managed to like jump off before the decay reached them or something like that, then yeah. So really, it's possible that Lady Nagant saved everybody there and gave Midoriya the time he needed to catch his breath after using the transmission ability. So that was really cool. I liked the whole thing of like I do like the way they handled it. I was really worried halfway through the part with Gentle Criminal and the cameras and everything, because what he was doing was he's like, I'm gonna save these people, and Midoriya probably doesn't even know, and no one else is probably gonna know because there's no cameras, there's no one watching, there's nothing for me to gain by doing this, but I'm still gonna help. And I really like that sentiment. And then when he saw the cameras, I was like, oh no, he's gonna be Gentle Criminal and try to, like, spark his celebrity status again. But no, he kept it earnest, and instead of, like, trying to talk himself up or show off or anything, because I know Gentle isn't necessarily, like, even if he did do that, it wouldn't be, like, it wouldn't make me dislike him, right? He's still like recovering and becoming like a good dude, and he was never really that bad of a dude to begin with, too. So I don't think that would change the way I feel about him if he did do that. I'm gonna sneeze, I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. I don't think it would change the way I feel about him at all if he did do that, but I really appreciate that he didn't, because I was a little bit like, oh no, he's gonna ruin this sweet moment. But no, instead he was like, it's not safe, you shouldn't be recording this, like, go get somewhere safer. Granted, they're all on a falling platform, there's not too many places that are safer, but I mean, if one of the villains saw him, I guess Shigaraki's like the only villain on there, and he's a little distracted at the moment, but if he could have taken them hostage, like that could have been bad, since they were out in the open, or like they're dangling out of a like crumbling window, some like rocks from above could fall on them or something, or some like pieces of the wall or whatever could have fell on them or something, There's a lot of dangers in that situation. So I really like that he was, instead of trying to show off and be like, see how good I am now, guys? Look, I'm a good guy. See? Instead, he's like, no, you guys need to get to safety, and I think that's going to endear people to him even more. He didn't take advantage of that situation, so I love that. We kind of had a little bit of an explanation as to Shigaraki and how he's kind of back, it seems. He protected a little piece of his core deep inside and slowly started to take back bits and pieces from the inside. That's really interesting. And now, for now, he's back. I did want to go back, if I can find it. I want to see where he talked about, like, where All For One talked about, like, his quirk factor being, like, protected or something like that. It's right here. If he takes in the quirk factor I was done with, then my domain becomes bigger. Maybe he means, like, that sentence confuses me a little bit. I wasn't the biggest fan of that. I was trying to figure out what it meant in the moment, and then I just kind of, like, moved on with it. I think what he might mean by that sentence is, if he takes in the quirk factor I was done with, I think he means because Shigaraki has the original All For One quirk, right? I think that's what he means by quirk factor that I was done with. Like I was finished with this quirk factor, so I gave it to him. I think that's what he meant, but that's a really weird thing to say because if he takes in the quirk factor I was done with, I thought he already did, so what does that mean? He said then my domain becomes bigger. So it almost seems like he's not worried about, unless he plans on doing something else, right? Does he plan on giving, like, he's trying to reach Shigaraki right now, does he plan on giving that body another piece from the original body, and maybe that piece will expand his domain? Is that what he means? I don't know. I feel like there's a couple ways to interpret what he said there. I'm not the biggest fan of that way of speaking, but I guess we'll just have to see. Because even after Shigaraki, like, took back control of the body, we still have All For One saying that the wind's blowing in his favor. He's still not concerned. He's still not worried. So that means he must still think that he can gain that body. Because right now, Shigaraki's taking back the replacement body, and All For One is in a body that is slowly rewinding and is eventually going to rewind into nothingness, right? And I don't think there's any stopping that as far as I know. So, I don't know. Like, I feel like All For One's in danger right now, but he must have something in his plan there. So, it's interesting. But I did want to load up the previous episode real fast and watch the opening one more time. I'm going to try to watch it while I talk. Actually, hold on. No, before I continue that, I want to see it in this opening first. So that way I can tell where it was placed. But yeah, we also had Shirakumo Kurogiri taking back control a little bit, right? So I wonder, he's like, I wonder what triggered it. Was it just seeing his friends again, both of them, was enough? I'm not sure. But something snapped him out of it, and he... Yeah, so it was right after Mirio. It was right after they show Mirio, right before they show, Death Arms. Which is cool. I've been seeing that Death Arms bit again, and we haven't seen that scene yet, so he was one of the ones that retired earlier on, but if he's helping out a little bit, at least with, like, rescue, that's kind of cool. Since he, like, gave up a little bit. I wonder if that could be something that re-inspires the heroes. Ooh, that could be what it is, because LaBrava started live streaming what was happening. So maybe seeing all these kids fighting, seeing, like, how much is going on, maybe some of the heroes that went into retirement after this whole situation start to come back out. That could be cool. But okay, let's see this opening. Dabi, Todoroki, and then we have Spinner, Shoji, Mirio. Yeah, no, it's Kurogiri. It replaced Kurogiri's spot in the opening with one of Gentle. That's really cool. Props to you guys, show, because you took away something of like Kurogiri being in prison because he broke out now, right? So you took out something that isn't relevant anymore and put this in after, rather than having this in all the time, because we would have known, it wouldn't have made it as exciting if I saw Gentle in that. So, once again, I know I gave them props last episode, because last episode I did the same thing. I was like, did they tease at all that Labrava and Gentle are coming back? Like, I need to watch the opening again. So I rewatched the opening last episode, and I was like so happy that they didn't. And then it's funny that they did that, because now this episode they changed it. So props. Very cool. But yeah, back to Shirakumo, or Kurogiri, whatever you want to call him. It seems like he's managing to take back control a little bit. He was able to save the people that were falling. Who all was falling in that scene? This is the other episode. Let's load this one up. Who else was falling that got saved? Was it before? Yeah, so it was both friends, right? That's it, I think. I don't think Monoma's down there. I think it's just... So where's Monoma? I think it's just Aizawa and Present Mike, but that makes a lot of sense that those two would get grabbed by Kurogiri. I wonder if they're going to be taken somewhere and, like, have a quick conversation with him, if he's in his right mind enough to even talk to them or something. Or maybe they'll just put them somewhere where they can help if he like, think enough. That was a really epic moment, though, with, like, I thought he was going to do a little more, I will say that, but, that was a really epic moment with, shit, what's his name? Why can't I think of it? God damn it, Kaminari? I think it's Kaminari, right? That was a really cool moment when he saw the teachers falling, and he's like, he was like, no! And just, like, charged up. I thought, like, something more was gonna happen, but he did zap away a bunch of the double clones and stuff like that. But that was a really cool moment, even though it was brief. Okay, Monoma is right here. He got, he's being held by Manga Fujigaki, or however you say his name. But, okay, cool. This girl on the left, I think that's the girl, what is she doing? She's firing arrows. Cool. I don't know that we've ever seen her quirk, but she fires, like, energy arrows, it looks like. She's the one that makes, like, the outfits for, Nejire Hado, one of the big three. She's, like, the one that's always making the outfits for her and, like, the plays and stuff, so that's really cool. I don't think we've ever seen her quirk, and she's just kind of off the side, almost completely off the camera, firing, like, arrows. That's really neat. That's a subtle thing I missed. But, alright, cool. Man, so many things happened this episode, to be honest with you. Like, that moment, I genuinely thought Twice might have been dead there. I really did. I thought it might have just been that quickly that he died. And then when he did, like, the whole weird face and everything, I didn't know what was going on. But that's very on point for Cammy, right? Like, she did that before, that she did that with Bakugo. She did, like, a copy of Bakugo doing... Or no, Bakugo mocked it. It was Todoroki she did. And then Bakugo did, like, a mocking version of it. That's what it was. But... but yeah, it's like she's done that before, so maybe I should have known, but it's just something that we haven't seen them in so long. I just didn't think of it, right? But that's really cool having Shiketsu come in. We had Cammy and Inasa and Sheiji or something like that. I think the guy's name is the meatball guy come in. That was really cool. We had a bunch of other people come in, I think too. Like I think the people with the guns have the Shiketsu outfits on too, right? I think. Um, so that's really cool. So we're now gonna have like illusions, tornadoes. Oh yeah, and the hair guy. Yeah, they have Shiketsu outfits on. It's a bunch, like a whole bunch of backup. That's awesome. We have like guys on like surfboards with gun hands. Like what? Who are they? Um, but sorry about the squeaky chair. We have a girl with a whip just out of nowhere. It's kind of kinky. Um, just like a big dude with like a shirt that doesn't fully fit him running like behind her. That's funny. Some dude with like energy power here in the front. So that's crazy. I think he made himself taller with his hair too. I think he lifted himself off the ground with the hair because he's like huge in the shot too. So give himself like a better vantage point. They call them the alums are here too. So I wonder if that's people that have graduated. Is that what? Because usually alumni are people that graduate, right? So maybe it's just people that have... Anyway, very cool that Shiketsu's here with a bunch of backup. That's awesome. Just the tornadoes of Twice clones and everything going on with the gunshots and so wild. But it's really cool. Man. Anyway, sweet. This episode's crazy. And really, I like the conversation of... I think what he's basically trying to say is what Hawks was saying about One for All, and how it's like the culmination of power and growth over time. And I think he was also trying to say that, like, heroes have grown too, right? Like, they've come together, they've, you know... And I think he was trying to say that culmination of power is not just for One for All, it's for all of us and everything. Freaking Dark Shadow, though, too, coming in. Like, I like that we had one of the... I can't remember her name, I'm sorry, but one of the, Pussycat... I almost said Pussycat dolls. But one of the Pussycats, like, covered him in rock, so that way he could charge up his darkness. And then because it's raining, because of the wind, the flames died down a little bit, the wind and the rain and everything. So it's darker than it was before. And I think they kind of flew off, too. So there's no one there to really, like, stoke the fires anymore, too. Because they flew off chasing one another. I don't know who's chasing who. I think Toya was chasing Endeavor. But anyway. But yeah, so, man, okay. Dark Shadow coming in, massive. He's hiding, like, in the body of Dark Shadow because All for One needs to touch your actual body to get your quirk. It's not just... He can't just touch your quirk. They establish that by saying, like, he can't just touch, like, Endeavor's flames and steal his quirk, so... Which I figured that was the case, but I'm glad they really, like, pointed it out. But yeah, so he, like, had a, you know, gigantic Dark Shadow, and then they, like, surrounded it with some wind and stuff. I don't know, like, what the wind did. Did it, like... give the punch some extra speed, or I don't know what the wind actually does. It's always cool in shows when people combine their powers like that, but sometimes I don't necessarily know exactly what it's doing to help, you know? Sometimes it just looks cool, but I'm sure in the context of the show it is helping in some way, but to me it just looks cool is what I mean. So, but yeah, that was a really neat moment. And really, the last big thing I want to talk about is the after credits with Toga. You know, I've wondered. I can't imagine. I don't know. Like, I don't know if Endeavor will be able to reach Dabi, but I felt like there was a moment where, you know, all these people that are on the side of All for One are pretty much just loyal to Shigaraki, right? So, when his body started getting taken over, they all started really questioning things, I feel like. And it made me wonder if it's possible that we could turn some of these characters against All For One and have All For One be truly alone, because he's always like using people, and I think a lot of people are starting to realize it. Like Shigaraki's realizing it, right? Like he had a whole conversation this episode about how he's been used by him since the beginning, and I wonder if some of the other characters will come to that realization too. Like with Toga not being able to use the quirks of some of the people that she claims she loves, maybe she really doesn't love them, and maybe Uraraka will find a way to reach her and make her realize that she doesn't really love them, and maybe she could talk down the whole Sad Man's Parade and Toga in general. And if somehow Endeavor can reach Toya, I don't know. I feel like it makes sense that Todoroki wouldn't be able to reach him because they didn't have much of a connection. Like, but Toya was gone by the time Todoroki was even. I know they're all Todorokis, I'm sorry, but you know who I'm talking about. Shoto, right? I guess I can say that name. By the time Shoto was old enough to know and recognize people, Toya was already gone, I'm pretty sure, right? So, like, and Toya just tried to, like, kill him as a baby and was jealous of him as a baby and everything, too. So, it's one of those things where I wouldn't expect, Shoto to be able to reach Toya, so. But, if anyone can, I feel like it's Endeavor. But, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to go that route. We also have Spinner, who was never actually defeated. He, like, broke him out, and that's the last we saw of him, right? I think he's still alive, right? Somewhere. So, I wonder if, like, with all of those things happening, I wonder if it is possible that we could turn each of the characters against All For One. And I think that could be really interesting, because he claims to have, you know... You remember in earlier episodes of this show, like earlier seasons and everything, we had All For One bragging about, like, all of his friends that All For One, like, stomped over before. I don't think... Or All Might, I should say. I'm sorry. I think I said that wrong. All For One talked about all of the friends that All Might, like, stomped on and took down. And like, broke down his whole, like, criminal enterprise that he had going on in the past when he was, like, the ruler back then or whatever. I don't know that any of those people were really his friends. I think they were a bunch of people that he just manipulated, and he's just a sociopath that actually thinks these people care. And I wonder, like, I don't think it would hurt him, right? Because he's a psychopath, right? Like, he doesn't have the feelings to be able to be like, oh no, I fucked up, you know? Like, none of these people are my friends, really? Like, I don't think he'd ever think that way. So, but I want to have that moment where, you know, like, you don't have any friends, buddy. You just manipulate people, and that doesn't breed trust. Whereas all of us believe in each other and trust each other, and, like, I know it's cheesy, but it could be something like that power of friendship sort of thing. So, but anyway, that's basically my thoughts for, like, the Toga thing. I know I didn't talk too much about it, but the fact that she doesn't love them is just... Granted, to be fair, it's not that she doesn't love All For One, right? I mean, she doesn't, but it's the fact that she also doesn't love Shigaraki or Dabi or them either, you know? I think there is something, like... She has a very distorted form of love because of her quirk manipulating her thoughts and just bad upbringing. But I also think there's a little bit of, like... I think she does kind of want to be a decent person. Like, her arc up until now being like, are you gonna kill me like you killed Jean and stuff like that? And, like, being told that she, like, gets what she deserves and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know if she'll, like, fully turn to the good side, but I could see her at least, like, helping out in this battle, maybe. And then maybe just running off into the light or something. But anyway, yeah, crazy episode, guys. Loved it. So many things happened, so many things to talk about. This is a pretty long discussion. But that's going to be it from me. Hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below. Should be popping up on the screen, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.